Today we're going to be talking about John Brown, such as his origin story, important facts, and his raid on Harper's Ferry.
John Brown was born in Torrington, Connecticut, 1800. He was an American abolitionist who believed fighting was the only way to overthrow the institution of slavery in the U.S.
John Brown's goal was to steal supplies and use them to arm a slave rebellion to prepare for the fight. He rented a farm in Maryland to get his army ready to attack Harper's Ferry.
Many of his soldiers bailed and didn't want to fight because they knew Brown didn't have a chance. One of their soldiers said, "You're walking into a perfect steel trap and you will never get out alive." Little did Brown know that the soldier's advice was right.
You're walking into a perfect steel trap and you never get out alive.
On October 16th, Brown set out for Harper's Ferry with 21 men, which included 5 African Americans, 16 whites, and 2 of them were Brown's sons.
Leaving after sundown, the men crossed the Potomac and then walked all night in the heavy rain, reaching the town at 4 a.m. They cut telegraph wires and then they took it.
These stars don't look like they're fading, don't look like they're ever going away. They ain't never gonna change. These battle scars don't look like they're fading, don't look like they're ever going away.
They then captured Hall's Rifle Works, a supplier of weapons to the government. Brown and his men gathered 60 citizens from the town and held them as hostages.
On May 25th, Brown and his sons attacked 3 cabins along Potawatomi Creek. One of the Brown sons was killed in the fight.
Your word, Father!
The raid was indeed to be the first stage in an elaborate plan to establish an independent stronghold of freed slaves in the mountains of Maryland and Virginia.
He would seize the arms and ammunition in the federal arsenal, arm slaves in the area, and move south along the Appalachian Mountains, attracting slaves to his cause.
But he had no rations.
He had no escape route.
His plan was doomed from the beginning.
But his attempt divided the North and South even more, which led to
The Civil War.
During the raid of Harper's Ferry, the slaves, however, did not rise and support John like he wanted them to.
This, of course, gave the opposing side an advantage in winning and capturing Brown.
Brown and his group were quickly captured and sent over to Virginia authorities to be tried for treason.
Brown was quickly tried and sentenced to be hung on December 2nd.
Let's get this thing started, shall we? Let's try to wrap this up. I'm starving. State your name.
John Brown.
Now that that's over with, let's get to the good stuff. I charge John Brown guilty of mass murder and he shall be hung for his crimes. All who agree? Aye. All who oppose? I object! No one cares what you think about John Brown. Damn it! Who cares what you think, John Brown? Okay, let's go to Denny's.
Even though they lost the raid, it helped make further accommodation between the North and the South.
Nearly impossible to avoid, and thus became an important push leading the Civil War.
Okay. And thank you for watching our presentation. We will now insert some bloopers right here.
Woo!
That's one of them. Yeah, that's one of them. That's just a preview. Okay.
Good one. Oh, okay. Now that that's over with. Okay.
Wait, what do I say?
He had no escape route.
His plan was to
Oh my God!